Judge Andrew Napolitano, a senior judicial analyst. Guardrails on the mayor. What is the governor doing in terms of implementing guardrails around the mayor? What is that? Does she have the power to do that? And did you expect it?
All right, it turns out that the investigation of the mayor was actually led by the city's Department of Investigation. So which is an administrative agency in the city whose leadership is appointed by the mayor. So one of her proposals would remove his ability to hire and fire that entity should they continue to investigate him. Another proposal she makes would allow the president of the speaker of the city council and the public advocate to sue in behalf of the city, would allow them to hire lawyers and would give them funds for that. She basically wants to clip his wings as mayor. Can she do this on her own? No. It requires legislation by the state legislature and it requires legislation by the city council. I don't think she's going to get both before June. What's the significance of June? That's the Democratic primary for mayor. By that point, Eric Adams will have to say, I'm running, I'm not running. I'm running as a Democrat against former Governor Andrew Cuomo, or I'm running as a Republican against Curtis Sliwa, and who knows how that'll...
Hasn't officially announced just yet.
Correct. But none of them, except the mayor, has officially announced.
Widely speculated.
Yeah, so, and the issue with the feds is unique, and we've talked about this. It's not a motion to throw the case out. It's a motion to put it on the shelf so that if Mayor Adams doesn't do as the feds want him to do, they can threaten or actually take the case off the shelf and begin prosecuting him again. That is very, very unusual. The judge has not yet ruled. I think the judge is going to dismiss this case with prejudice, meaning it's not on the shelf, it's forever gone. There's no sort of Damocles hanging over the mayor. That will terribly frustrate the Justice Department, utterly liberate the mayor, or actually liberate the mayor to be the mayor again. He won't have the feds breathing down his neck.
Wow. Very interesting. Not to mention, what was it? Emil Bovitz had said this would prohibit Adams from actually being able to carry out what Trump wants to happen, which is enforce the immigration laws on the books.
Well, Mr. Bovitz is correct. If the governor gets her way, she will so clip his wings. The question is he still the mayor? I mean, if he can't make executive decisions about cooperation with the feds, who will? Others will, whose views are not the same as the mayor's when it comes to immigration. So the bottom line is, we're going to be talking about this for a long time.
We will, or at least up until June, and what could happen by then. I wanted to talk to you about birthright citizenship, if we could. A Trump-appointed judge joined the 3-0 ruling by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, upholding a lower court injunction against Trump's executive order looking to end birthright citizenship. Judge, in plain English, what does all that mean?
Well, I've been saying all week that something happens to you when you put a black robe on for life. You lose the political loyalty you had to the people that helped you become a judge, and you have blinders on. You think just about the law and just about the Constitution and just about procedural rules. So the issue was the Trump administration, which lost before a Ronald Reagan-appointed judge who said this is blatantly unconstitutional. I'm not going to let the president do this. The 14th Amendment has been interpreted for 150 years to allow birthright citizenship. They appealed it to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, saying it was an emergency. The Court of Appeals said, what's the emergency? Go back to the trial court and try the case. This judge, appointed by Donald Trump, wrote a 10-page treatise on the definition of emergency. So this is not a ruling on the merits. It's a ruling on the appeal was filed at the wrong time.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.